Okay, I'm out here and I put this piece of poster board up. Working on seeing where I want that piece of trim to be. And I'm just going to keep messing around with this until I get the piece of steel that I want to weld on that back skeleton. Alright, wish me luck. Alright, so I physically bolted that to the piece of paper, and I've cut out to the shape of the metal that I would, the sheet metal part that I want. And I'm going to get this transferred on the metal now. I think it'll come out okay. Alright, so I got it bolted to it, but I need to do a little bit of changing these outer shapes. I made them big. And then I'm probably going to redo the bar that's behind there. So I need to trim this to match that top part of that bar. And then make it to where I can get the nuts off on the back. Because right now, if I welded that in, I wouldn't be able to get in there and unbolt that or bolt it in when I go to paint. It would be in there forever. So, a little bit of work here. Alright, I've tacked some round bar in here. I cut the back side of this out so I can get to the bolts. Bolt this on and off when I go to paint it. And then I'll come up here and plate this in and put the radio in there. So I got that emblem on. Alright, I keep it moving. So now I've cut that, I've put a center plate in, and I've cut a hole out for the navigation touchscreen that's going to go in. I need to make these pieces so I can flow the dash into there. And then this is steel. I bought this. I gotta modify it a little bit, but it's gonna get just welded in. I gotta cut it and take these little dimplets off, and then make my brackets. They'll actually bolt for the radio that I bought. And we're gonna weld that in there, and then I'm gonna make the. I need to make these plates first, and then after that's all done, I'll take that trim piece off and take these gauges out and weld it all up. Alright, so I got all these pieces made and tacked in here. It's ready to weld and grind. So I think it does a pretty good job. I think it looks pretty good, so we're gonna weld it up. I got the radio cut and the housing made for it so it can bolt in. And now I'll take all this stuff apart and weld it and grind it and smooth it all together. Alright. Alright, so I got it all welded, and I put me a fuel gauge in over there on that side. So I got all my gauges back in. I made me a radio trim to go around the radio there. So you can't see that. And then I messed up my V trim. So I ordered a brand new one of those. This one would need polished. So I got a brand new one coming. I was annealing the dash with a torch, because you kind of want to anneal a weld so it doesn't crack later. And I was annealing it, and I should have known better, and it melted that end off. The aluminum couldn't take it like the steel. But anyway, I got that all finished welded. Now I need to come in here and finish the bar that goes bottom of the dash, and come over there and mount the bottom of the dash on each side. And once I get that done, I can make the steering column covers and the door panels. So the door panels will have speakers that go in here, and then I'll probably bead roll out and around the speakers, and there'll be aluminum insert that goes in there. So where you're always grabbing, you don't really want paint, so it'll let it scratch up the aluminum and can polish over and over and over again. So the door panels be next, and I'm really getting pretty pleased because as soon as I get that steering column, the dash mount, and the door panels done, I'm finally out of this cab. I can put the windows back in, and I can move on to the bed. I put the seats back in, all the fragile stuff, or the console, and I can just leave this stuff in here. And I can go back to the bed and start doing stuff in the bed, like the tail lights and I picked up some 57 Chevy inserts, so I might put some fins on the truck. But it'd be really nice having a radio and a touchscreen and the door speakers. I think I'm gonna put the 8-inch back there, and then 6.5 and 6.5, and then pull just a bead roll that out, let it come down around, and put an aluminum insert in there. It should make, I got to finish those door panels, and then I can finally come out. So, all right, I think I'm going to put the steering column and the mounting the bottom of the dash and welding the end caps in its own video. And then I think I'm going to do a video with just the door cards. So I'd probably just leave the center section as one video. I did throw that fuel gauge in, but so it's not actually done till I tie the bottom of the dash in on both sides, and then it'll be done. All right, I hope you like this kind of stuff. Have a nice day.